What's up, YouTube? This is G-Man coming at you from Cyberbeggar, and we're back with part 3 of my questions and answers session. People throughout my 35-part series of my response to Flat Earth, Flat Wrong, people were leaving comments, and I'm going to read those comments now and give answers for all the comments. So, if you didn't leave a comment at this point, then I probably won't ever get to it because I'm working through these comments right now. So, anyways, let's get right at it. This is part 3. Let's do it. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. The Circle of the Earth. Okay. Rob Skiba is a coward. He will not debate Kent Hovind because he cannot come with an accurate model of the flat Earth, or even a map that shows distance is on it. You got to realize the flat Earth is dead. What are you talking about? It's been revived in the last 3 years. It's not dead. It's more alive than ever. And Rob Skiba, he came out with a video that said he wanted to debate Kent Hovind. He came out with a video that said, first, you go against Sungenis, and then Mr. Rob Skiba will take the winner between Sungenis and Kent Hovind. Okay? Because Kent Hovind hasn't done any research. Kent Hovind doesn't know the first thing about Flat Earth. I debated Kent Hovind. I debated him. It only lasted 10 minutes. You can go back to my videos. My video is there. The one where I ask him if there's a single verse in the Bible that he can give for heliocentric model, for the heliocentric model. And at the end, Kent Hovind said there's not one single verse. Okay? Kent Hovind doesn't know anything about flat Earth research. It hasn't even occurred to him that, hey, maybe there's something there. Maybe, Rob Skiba and all these people who are researching this, maybe they're actually coming up with some real information. It hasn't even occurred to him. So what are you talking about? The flat Earth is dead. Oh boy. Got another whole paragraph. Okay. For future purposes, you need to make your questions one sentence or quicker. I'm not going to read this whole paragraph. Okay, let's see here. A light unto the something. Okay. A comment I saw on Facebook. In 1773, Captain Cook became the first modern explorer known to have breached the Antarctica Circle and reached the ice barrier. The expedition offered an exciting chance to find proof, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah, okay. That's not a question either. All right. Questions need to be one sentence or very small paragraph, 4 or 5 sentences at the most. Easy to read. So I'm not going to read all that. Okay, let's get to the next video, see if there's any comments on that one. It just blows my... No comments. Okay. Next video. 5 comments. All right. Here we go. Retard alert, class. LMFAO. You haven't done any research. That's you have not taken anything seriously. Okay? You do not even know why you believe that we live on a ball. Okay? You do not even know about how everything has been debunked. Everything. All of it. We can't go to Antarctica. We can't go to North Pole. We can't verify anything. We can't go there in a plane. We can't go up to space either. Highest we can get is get a GoPro camera on a weather balloon and take that up to 120,000 to 130,000 feet maximum. And then they have a few rockets that have went up, and those have some, the ones that we have access to have some very interesting findings. So, you need to do your research. And the reason you need to do your research is because what NASA is telling us cannot be verified. They're not giving us actual real science. They haven't reproduced the moon landings since the year 1972. It's not real science. That NASA is the only ones that could go. They've lost all the telemetry data. They've lost all the technology. All the technology has been destroyed. All the video footage has been lost. The machines that they would have used to read the telemetry data has been destroyed. What's that tell you? They're hiding something. And they can't get through the Van Allen radiation belts yet? Please. They had the technology from 1969 and 1972. Allegedly. Until you have a flat earth model that matches what is experienced in reality, the flat earth will remain a fantasy. Well, the ball earth remains a fantasy also. Have you ever gone to look underneath any globe? Every single globe you can find at a Walmart or anywhere will say not for educational purposes. Not for educational purposes. No globe that you can buy is accurate. And as a matter of fact, it's a complete fabrication. It's a complete fabrication. All right, let's see here. Let's see. The Earth is flat. Shill. Biggest. I'm not going to say that name. That's a mean name. It's not something I want on my channel. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to say who. Okay, let's see here. Gina Farrell. Okay. The Earth is without a doubt fixed and flat. Hovind has no discernment whatsoever. Water alone proves we are not a ball. And seeing the North Star every night proves we are not moving. All right. That's a good view, or a good comment. Let's see here what. Let's see. She responded, or Ron McCaffrey responded. A wet ball will have a film of water covering its surface, despite the effects of the Earth's atmosphere and gravity. What shape is the surface of an ocean at high tide? Polaris appears motionless because it is in line with the North Polar Axis. That's why it's called the North Star. Sigma Octantis is the closest visible star to the South Polar Axis, and it appears motionless when viewed from the southern hemisphere. There can't be 2 points above the flat Earth that the universe rotates around. And I think it doesn't matter what we see in the sky. I know about the Southern Cross. I know about Sigma Octantis. I know about the North Polar Star. It doesn't matter what we see in the sky, though, because the Earth shows no discernible curvature until you get into space, and you have to blindly trust NASA. And all they give us is CGI paintings, computer animated images and paintings. They don't actually give us any verifiable photographs. They have the technology to do it too, and they don't do it. And it's because they aren't going up there. They don't give us they don't give us pictures of satellites. They don't the satellites don't give us pictures of other satellites. You don't ever see any satellites passing by in the footage from the ISS. You don't ever see any satellites passing by. You know, you don't ever hear them say, "Hey, we're going to have a flyby, a near flyby of a satellite in this name, and here it is. It's about to fly by right now. Hey, there it goes. All right, that was cool." And they never do that. It never happens. And it's because we can verify if it were true or not. We could verify if it were true or not. And people say that you can see satellites in the sky. You can see them. No, you can't. Once a airplane gets up high enough, you can barely see the airplane. It just becomes a pixel. And then once it gets far enough, the pixel disappears. You just can't see it. And airplanes, they only go in the air, the highest, the 50,000 feet, 70,000 feet. Airplanes don't even go up as high as weather balloons. And they become they get to the point where you can barely see them. They're about the size of a pixel. Now, whenever you're talking about a satellite goes up anywhere. It goes up into low Earth orbit, anywhere between 200, I think 100 miles up is low Earth orbit, all the way up to 1,000 miles or 1,200 miles, all the way, low Earth orbit. So, and the average satellite is 200, and the ISS itself is 250 miles up. Satellites are way up higher than that in many cases. You cannot see the ISS without a powerful telescope. Or without a good enough telescope. You need a good zoom lens. You can see it. I know we got footage of it on the internet. So anyways, a wet ball will have a film of water covering its surface. It doesn't matter. We're in space. Okay? In order for the wet ball to have that film of water on its surface, you also have to have a thin layer of atmosphere and then a complete vacuum around it. It's not the atmosphere on. If you could get that experiment with a ball that has a thin layer of water around it, have an atmosphere around it, and then have a complete vacuum around that, and then prove that the atmosphere and the water stays on the ball, then you might have yourself a pretty good experiment there if you could prove that. But nobody can even prove that. That's impossible. All right, that's the end of those comments. And we're at 13 minutes, 39 seconds, 40 seconds, and we're going to continue with the next video. I like to keep these videos short. About 10 minutes long, 12, 15 minutes long, maximum. G-Man out.